think we have everyone in their stuff, yeah. Okay. Now I need to make sure I can equip that disc correctly. Okay, yeah, here I have the power for the combo. Nope. That's not what I want. You have combo? You don't. Might rush cancel. I think I might get rid of that one. Do you have another combo stripping? No, they're all used, it looks like. Well, Nora has one. Chain effect plus. I think that's the one I just made. Power camp. 20. No, I think I'm gonna use that other one now that I use Evo 1. The chain effect plus, which, yeah, we don't have the chain effect plus on her. Step dash, okay. Okay, let's fight.
As long as I'm with Rom, I'll be fine.
Goddesses and goddess candidates, prepare to die.
That's round 4 or 5 against her.
Perish!
No! Prepare yourself! Come on! Yeah! It's not over yet!
What was she thinking turning into IFETs? It was so obvious. Well, she's almost gone. At one glance, and I knew it. What an R flop. Yes, if you still kept calling her by that nickname. Yeah. I knew you had no clue. But she looked just like her. Can't really blame me, can you? So that's what you were after, this capsule. Looks like the one I put Neptune to sleep in. Up, I missed! Whoops. And R4 defeated. Just what are you planning to do with it? Not telling you. Everyone levels up.
Not bad, goddesses.
This is where you'll be defeated. Yeah, you're going down, clown.
Going down, clown.
No, stop. Huh? Why, sis? Why are you stopping us? R4 can't be defeated now. We shouldn't do this.
Oh, you know about that. The Ashen Goddess must have told you.
R4 is right in front of us, but we can't do a thing about it. This is mortifying.
But it was all for nothing. There isn't anything I want here. You goddesses are a disappointment. There is no way you will defeat me. However, I must take care of any loose ends.
What are you trying to do?
You came looking for this capsule, yes?
Well, shit. Yep, there goes the capsules.
Capsule!
Well, there goes Plan B. Hopefully someone has a Plan C.
That's the face I wanted to see. Yes, twisting and writhing in despair. Farewell. I do hope you manage to entertain me a little bit more the next time we meet.
That was our last hope.
And that's chapter 10! Oh my god, we're on chapter 11. We only got 2 more chapters left, and we're still got an hour into the stream.
Defeating strong enemies requires the proper weapons and— I'm home!
We're down to the last 2 chapters of the game, folks.
In the end, R4 destroyed the capsule. Why was R4 there in the first place? Wasn't it just to destroy the capsule? But she sounded like she didn't know that we were after it.
But it was all for nothing. There isn't anything I want here. You goddesses are a disappointment. There is no way you will defeat me. However, I must take care of any loose ends.
You're right.
What was R4 looking for then?
I might have an idea about that.
Grey Sister, is it okay for you to be up?
Yes. I rested and I'm feeling much better. How is Maho?
I really want to know how she can constantly be in her HDD form.
Oh, Maho is—
I'm right here.
Is it okay if we join you?
Maho! Henri!
Maho, are you alright?
Yeah, I'm okay. I ran into Henri, so I thought that we should go together.
I see.
Thank goodness. I do think it's better that Maho hears about this too. R4 is looking for a way to disable the limiter on the IS crystal.
The limiter?
There's a limiter?
Yes, the IS crystal continues to absorb share energy from people, but the limiter restricts how much absorption is possible. The IS crystal was originally developed to solve the serious lack of share energy on the PC continent. Share energy is derived from the faith of the people, and it has historically flowed one way, from the citizens to the goddesses. The R-phone allowed it to become bi-directional in order to increase efficiency. Does that make sense?
I see, so the R phones are kind of like a proxy to
Kind of. I think I get the idea.
it. What is that face, Noir?
I don't understand how it could go both ways between the goddesses and citizens. I think I get it. Instead of waiting around, goddesses can try to appeal to their people. Is that what you mean? Like, hi, I'm the goddess. I did this today. Isn't that great? Now give me some pudding. You know, something like that.
That's totally something you would do, Neptune. So that's something totally Neptune would do.
Yes, something like that.
How did Neptune beat me to it?
Because she's Neptune, that's why.
So the reason R4 started to give away our phones was to gather more shares.
Yes. And she tried to increase the rate at which she was accruing share energy with sheer volume. The R-phones.
But it didn't work?
Correct. The R-phones had limiters placed on them for the citizens' safety. Her efforts were futile because the phones were capped. The share energy gathered by the IS crystal is sent to a tower on the PC continent and is supplied to wherever it is needed. However, if the link to the tower were to be severed, it would create a risk of the energy flowing back. In this scenario, the limiter would activate, restricting the amount of share energy being absorbed.
In other words, because the IS crystal has a limiter, it can't hold that many shares?
Correct. And R4 herself is unable to remove the limiter. In my original timeline, this limiter failed, and R4 obtained unimaginable power. That's why I came to the past. I'm here to activate the limiter. It's desperate, but it had to be done.
So, how does one sever the link to the tower?
Well, for example, if the tower intended to receive share energy from the IS crystal is destroyed.
The tower... destroyed?
Yeah. I had to destroy the tower to activate the limiter, at the expense of those inside. Your parents. I had no choice.
Oh god, dude.
Oh, no.
I'm not here seeking forgiveness. The blood on my hands is the burden I have to carry for creating the IS crystal.
Perhaps you should rest a bit. You don't want to worsen your wounds.
Thank you.
Well, so she had to end up killing her parents in order to stop the world from destruction. Ah! Freaking catch-22 right there. Henri? Nipgear. I'm sorry. I'm just having trouble processing it all. It's okay. I know this is really important to you, Henri. What she says it's true. Denarfor would have become an even bigger matter if she didn't destroy the tower. And if it was in exchange for the whole world, my parents were taken from me. I can't help but feel the loss. It wasn't worth it. I'm not convinced. The world might have been saved, but I lost mine in the process. But seeing Maho wrestle with depression, seeing her injured like that, I tried to save the world all alone and carried such a heavy burden. I can't really speak to that. Henri? I'm sorry if I sound weird. I hope I'm not weirding you out. It's okay. Honestly, I'm here for you. Thanks, Nepgear. I'm gonna hang out here for a little longer. Need some time to myself, I think. Yeah, I understand. I'll see you later then. When I go to call parts in town, continue with repairs now. Yeah, I was gonna repair it in my free time. I think I can finally do it. I'm starting to understand how it works. Jerry really is amazing. Kind of amazing that future me actually put all this together. This takes me back. Huh? Oh, sorry. Am I intruding? No, it's okay. It's a good idea for you to be up and about. Yes, I'm feeling much better now. I've heard that you were going to try and repair that gear. I requested to come and watch you work. Oh, I see. Should I have asked for permission before attempting the repairs? Nothing like that. You made Ziri in the first place. Just feels so familiar. I remember when we built Ziri together. Do you mind if I hang out here in Azure? No problem. Well, this ain't awkward. Gray sister isn't saying anything and is watching me work. It'd be rude for me to talk to her. But I do have things I want to ask. Yes? Gray sister, you're really Maho, aren't you? Why do you stay in your transformed state? Well... Oh, it's okay if you don't want to say. It's not that. It's just that this form is my default now. I decided when I time traveled for the first time that I would remain in this form until R4 is defeated. It's my own way of taking responsibility. You talk a little differently now, too. Is that because of your transformation? Actually, I'm just trying to be like you. She's blushing to be like me. You risked your life for the world. I try to do the things you did, hoping to have the same strength you had. I'm not strong at all. All I know is how to is rely on people. Being able to admit that so easily is a part of your strength. Mao is always so stubborn, yet she is never confident in herself. She tries to hide it by acting how she does. The way she talks is just an act. She thinks it gives her personality. Oh, don't tell her I told you that. It's Maho's biggest secret. I understand. Nepgear. What is it? Thank you for repairing Ziri, and thank you for staying friends with me and Maho. That's all I wanted to say. Right, sister? I'm going to leave you to it now. Okay, I'll see you later. Yes, I'll let you know as soon as Ziri's repairs are complete. Thank you. I look forward to that. Nepgear? Oh, Uni, what's up? We need to talk. Do you have a minute? Yeah, it's fine. She said it's okay. Come on. Here's he. Maho. Something's about to be said. South suburb. Up to suburbs.
Thank you for coming.
Well, I wanted to talk too. I can't just ignore this. What do you want from me?
There's only one thing that I want, and it has to do with the IS crystal limiter.
You're the only one who knows about that, right?
Yeah, but this has to do with you too. If there was a guaranteed way to protect this world and all of your friends in it, you would see it through, right, Maho?
Of course! I doubt you had to ask that. We're the same person.
And what if, to do that, we have to vanish from this world forever?
What do you mean?
There is only one way to remove the limiter on the IS crystal. Our biometrics.
Biometrics?
Yes. As long as we're gone, there's hope for Nepgear in this timeline. Of course, I'm not just going to vanish. I'll leave behind an improved sealing device. Even if I cannot complete it until I disintegrate, leaving behind the blueprint should be enough for Nepgear to complete it. We're the same person from different timelines. If we interact, the time paradox occurs. We fuse or we disintegrate. You remember, don't you? When we first interacted?
Interacted?
It was through the IS crystal at Planet Tower, and at the hill on Louis. It was only for a moment, but we directly made contact. There was a force that pushed us to either disintegrate or fuse as one. Do you recall the headache you had?
The hill at Louis. So that thing was because of you two? I just happened to be caught up in your time paradox?
Huh?
Get away from her, Grey Sister!
Oh, well, something is about to go down.
Uni?
Kiersey?
I'm sorry, Grey Sister. Something's been bothering me.
Yeah, Maho. Some things aren't lining up here. Uni? Kiersey? What's gotten into you?
Okay, so something is wrong here.
We were trying to figure out if you're the real Maho or not.
What?
Maho, do you remember the first time you defeated the Trendfluencer? I'll take it for safekeeping. I'll be sure to let Histoire know.
I was all the way back then. This is starting to explain why some of the actions, like Mako, like there's two different Mahos. And it's not just because of the... So it sounds like there's 3 Mahos, actually. Or something.
Okay, go ahead, Maho. We checked with Histoire about the disc fragment Ram and I found. She said she never received that report. Oh, right, that happened. But even I can be forgetful sometimes. While I was holed up in my room in last station, you were attacked by monsters. It was so bad you were bedridden. Yet somehow, you continued working alongside Nepgear and the others.
Unless this Maho is actually R4. Ah, gosh.
I took some medicine and I got better. Here, I can prove it on Machi. We talked to the doctor that treated you, and your medical record said you were in bed that whole time. You never left.
Yep, you fucked up, whoever you are.
Maho,
So who are you, really?
why do you think Higurashi suspected you?
Because she saw me talking to someone about the R-phone manufacturing, right?
Yeah,
She said that I was the traitor because she saw that conversation at the lab. But I suppose the footage from the lab is what ultimately led her to that conclusion. Oh, are you actually suspecting me? That's right, you faker!
What? There are 2 Mahos?
Yeah, it's technically 3, but that's Grey Sister, I guess, doesn't really count. Yep, there's 2 of them.
Yes, R4's spy isn't just Henri, it's the fake Maho too! Considering the real Maho was nearby, you sure got overconfident. When did you realize it? Something felt off, so a few of us started talking about it. I need to research things first. A message. Who's it from? It's from Maho. It's a direct message. Huh? I knew I was being suspected as a spy, so I thought it would be better if I let everyone believe that. I talked about what I did back then, or how I was during this time. I asked my friends who were with me, and we talked about it a lot. I might have amnesia, but it's not like I have short-term memory loss. Some stuff just wasn't making sense to me. That's when I thought that there might have been someone posing as me, snooping around. So who are you? R4 in disguise? You found me out?
So you are a fake?
I I just wish you didn't talk about how to remove the limiter. You satisfied, R4?
I didn't think there would be a limiter. No wonder the IS crystal couldn't be altered.
Perfect timing. Perfect timing. You said that right when she appeared.
R4?
I thought friends tell each other everything. We are partners, are we not?
So who is this Maho if it's not R4?
This was just a mutually beneficial arrangement. Don't pretend we're friends.
The real R4?
Most likely. I can feel the IS crystal.
Wait, so there's two R4s?
So what about Maho? You called me a fake earlier, right?
I'm so confused now.
My sister would know. We're just a couple of replacements for our older sister.
Replacements? Are you from another timeline?
Oh god, more timeline fuckery.
I haven't lost my memories, and I remember everything from back when I grew up on the PC continent.
So it's actually Maho, but from a split timeline. Wonderful timeline mess. This is a whole messy timeline situation. When Evangelion clone cheese is.
Looking at it from my point of view, well, who the hell are you?
I've got what I needed. It's time for me to leave. Who would have thought that a living person would be the key? Thanks for sharing that with me, Grey Sister.
Wait!
Right, sister?
I can't move!
Don't push yourself too hard. Ram, go get help. Okay. If that's the Maho of this timeline, then who am I?
That is a very good question. So apparently the Maho of this timeline is evil.
Defeating strong enemies requires the proper weapons and armor. Let's get some rest and then get back to it.
We should proceed with caution.
Okay, we have some.
If you don't want me to pass you, then you need to go faster.
I can't see down the stairs.
Let me know if you're tired and I'll take over. Hey, the door's closed.
Okay, I think I need to go up.
It's a little soon for that, isn't it? You're okay, right?